Welcome back, family, friends, and fellow gamers, to Game Bros playing The Witcher 2 Assassin of Kings. Last time, we are kind of wrapping up the chapter in Flotsam, and now we have to talk to Yorvith. He's going to kind of say, hey, this is what I want to do, Geralt. Come with me. And then we can talk to Roach, and he's going to do the same thing, but a different, he's going to say, hey, I want to do this. And then we got to decide which path to take. So first up, we're going to talk to Yorvith.
Where is he?
He forced Triss to teleport them both to Edirn.
No. The Scoia'tael in Edirn will pay for my stupidity with their lives.
Elias, ready the unit to march. You'll leave immediately.
Why Upper Edirn?
The Pontar Valley is a juicy piece of meat beset by hounds.
The Scoia'tael bite hardest.
It's our land. Our forefathers' land. I'm no bandit, Gwynblade. I lead a great army.
It sounds like you want to establish an elven state.
There is already an elven state. Dol Blathanna.
Francesca Findabair rules there.
Rules? She merely carries out Nilfgaardian orders. We want a truly free state, where an elf could visit a human inn. A land where humans could enter the forest without fear.
What does the leader of an army expect of me?
That you accompany me to Edirn. Perhaps you'll find your sorceress there. You'll certainly find someone who will soon change the balance of power in the north.
That's 2 days' travel on foot. You'll never make it in time.
I have a plan.
What plan?
First, you must agree to help us.
So if you say, count me in, then you're going with Yorvith.
I can help, but I need to take care of something first.
Be quick. I shall wait.
So Yorvith...
Ooh. So I get turned around. Okay, gosh, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the game, I don't know, I could have just got turned around.
Geralt, the most agile of warriors, as he steps into fire. Now, Yorvith wants to, like he said, he kind of wants to have equality between humans and elves, not just, we want to slaughter the humans and elves reign for everything. Yeah. He wants to kind of unify, which I'm like, that's a good cause. That's what I read online, that Yorvith, the story is a little bit better. You get things explained a little bit more because it goes more into the lore and stuff. Whereas with Roach, you don't. And so I was like, I went the Roach path just because, in case we did, I didn't want to do the Yorvith one yet.
Vernon's waiting inside.
All right, we're coming to Vergen. We're going to talk with him, see what he wants to do.
See, I don't like how the camera dictates what you're, like, who you're talking to. So, like, talking to her, I'm standing there, but then I turn, and then it goes to, I don't know, to me it just doesn't make sense.
Roach, things have gotten a little more complicated.
What the fuck were you doing with the Scoia'tael? You gave Yorvith a sword.
You followed me?
I've got others who do that for me, Geralt. Ves, to be exact.
You were there, Roach. Like, why is Geralt like, you were there?
Kingslayer, and they no longer see eye to eye. He could lead us to him.
The only journey I'll make with Yorvith in tow is to the scaffold in Vizima's marketplace.
The Kingslayer fled to Vergen in Edirn. He forced Triss to teleport them both.
Damn, he's made a mockery of us. If that's how he wants to play, I'll make him regret it.
I heard you have news for me.
Laredo has a deal with Kedwin. That merchant living in his house is Henselt's agent. For a pouch of gold, the good commandant promised to support Kedweni troops in the event of a conflict.
So what now?
I want that spy, to squeeze him for information. And I've sentenced Commandant Laredo to death.
Roach, we have to sail. We need to get to Edirn.
I'm not leaving until I deal with Laredo. The spy may know something about the Kingslayers. I wouldn't be surprised if Henselt of Kedwin was behind all this.
I'll be back later.
Damn it, Geralt, it's not a date. You can't keep putting it off.
All right, so Vernon wants to go one path. Yorvith wants to go one path. Stephen, what's your decision?
Well, I mean, the way you had described it, Yorvith, I'll go with Yorvith, because if it's not...
You ought to shave.
I don't know, that's... I don't think there's any wrong choice in the game. There probably is one that...
No, there is.
There is one. I think there is one that's like going to be better than the other, possibly, or like overall. But with what you know now, there's not really much you can do on a moral basis because it's like they're both like, I want to go to KFC. Well, I want to go to Taco Bell. Which one do you choose, Geralt? It's like, I guess KFC. I guess. I mean, I can't believe you choose that. It's like,
yeah, but Yorvith is seen by most of the population as a terrorist kind of thing.
Yeah. I guess
by the humans, you know, that's how he's seen. That's how they portray him. So you can switch your quest to Yorvith if you want, because then it'll mark that.
I guess I don't know if I would say I'm somewhat confused, but it's like, if he really wanted to, just talking about Yorvith, and I guess I'm also going with Yorvith because you had said that the storyline.
That's what I read. I'm not saying that, you know, because I looked it up before I picked. I was like, I wanted to know, is there for a first time player, what's the best path? You know, that kind of thing. Like, should I go with Vernon Roach? Should I go with Yorvith? And I went with Vernon Roach, but that one is a little bit more. Well, again, from what I read, it's a little bit more boring than Yorvith. There's not as much story. You don't get as much background. And for the sake of our Let's Play, you know, we want to get as much, you know, I'd love to learn as much as possible. So, yeah, that's kind of why we're going with Yorvith.
So, before I go in and talk to him, if he's really looking into peace between humans and humans and elves, he's gone about it the entire wrong way for the first half of his campaign.
All the fighting.
You don't terrorize people and then ask for peace.
Have you considered my proposal?
Count me in. We'll get Letho together.
Excellent. We've no time to lose. We need to capture the prison barge.
You want to enter a town where they're massacring elves? I take back what I said. You're not grandiose. You're mad.
My mother claimed likewise.
All right, Yorvith, what wonders await us? Where'd everybody go?
It's kind of funny when he's like, go to this meeting with the Scoia'tael. We could have just traveled together.
Wasn't that? Yeah, exactly.
Better.
Right. All this part now with the Scoia'tael is brand new territory for us. I do not know anything about this, so it'll be interesting.
At last.
The trading post is in turmoil. You sure this is a good idea?
We'll not enter the town. We'll divide the unit. Take my best scout and attack from the harbor. I'll sail downriver with the others. Most of the guards should be at the trading post.
So we're benefiting from the massacre.
Whoa, we're attacking the town?
Apparently.
I did not know.
Well, is that what he had said?
The harbor could still be dangerous.
What did you expect, a tea party?
It's not that. We should trick them, as we did Letho.
We can't expect any support in the harbor.
But most of the guards are at the trading post. There's only a handful to deal with on the barge.
Fine. They'll be dead before they can reach for their swords.
Then we can signal the others.
None will get away this time. All right, let's do it your way. Scoia'tael, Evelian! Vriad! Vriad! Follow me!
So, maybe we missed their plan, but what, like when we talked to him up on the hill, what were they talking about?
Okay, I think they want to leave, but to leave they need a boat. I think.
Okay.
So they're going to
just
steal
commandeering
one,
a boat.
I think, from the harbor.
Yeah, well, at least that makes sense there. Because I thought it was just kind of like, we need to get peace between humans and
this is the place.
Elves. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, the first step.
Attack the village! Wait.
First step to peace is slaughtering our enemy.
Yeah.
Like, what? That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, we're doing the same thing. It's a good thing Letho won't be there. He's like, we've seen this before. Guys, it's a trick. It's a trick. Don't trust him. Hopefully, what's the other guy? It's Letho and what's the other?
Yeah, they're what?
The mayor of this town.
Laredo?
The Witcher. I've captured an elf.
Some catch. That's Yorvith. Laredo'll piss himself with joy.
He ordered me to take him to the barge.
Ha! We're about to sink that heap.
Right here?
What? And foul the water? No. We'll drown them downriver.
Let's go.
It's a good idea. I also could
we take some
Dandelion and
supplies?
Zoltan-
What's been caught?
Yeah.
Could we take some supplies along to
And,
sink into the barge?
you know, maybe other Scoia'tael join us on the ship.
Life for these Dwarven.
Like, I don't see why not. You know, like, wow, that was easy.
Yeah, can they have their weapons and be... Yeah, that's fine. They're all gonna drown anyway.
First time as well.
Like, wow.
Yet I sense not a hint of remorse.
Should there be any?
Kill the
I suppose not. They wish to watch me die, and I wish to watch them die. It's the way of things in this world. The other side of the coin. A concept devised by philosophers in Oxenfurt who have never set foot in Flotsam.
Oi! Where are you taking that elf?
It's Yorvith. Larita ordered me to put him on the prison barge.
Fuck me, you're with himself. The son of a bitch shot me brother. Mind if I settle the score a little?
Stand aside. There's no time for that.
Why not?
I have orders to take him to the barge.
What are you then? An elf lover?
Yes. No.
Larito said I'm to pass, undisturbed.
He let go of the elf. Well, that's his hand.
Yeah.
The wrong hand.
Whatever. Forget it.
I wonder how that could have turned. I wonder if, you know, if that could have turned out badly. Like,
that little
if you'd
dwarf?
failed that.
He guts him, and then you're
I
like,
like his kind best.
well, we lost our ticket, you know.
Yeah.
Strangely relaxing.
A simple thank you would do.
Oh, my manners. Consider yourself my hero.
I just like that.
I'm taking Yorvith to the barge.
That's so funny.
Like, it's not smooth, so it's just like, come on, Yorvith. We're going to the barge.
Oh, that's so weird.
I mean, there's no animation to turn, so it's just like... and I'm pivoting. It's like pivoting around where my hand is.
Why is that guy aiming his crossbow out to the, like...
There's that tree.
Like, all right, there's a rock.
That
Rock
tree.
still hasn't attacked us. I mean, maybe they're expecting the Scoia'tael to come from that area.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guards, a lot of people around here. There's not
Well, the way
expecting this
they're
many.
the way I said they're gonna do it is they're gonna set sail, move out, and then sink the barge with the prisoners inside, which is terrible.
Goes on the left. You go right.
You just said that into the guard's ear.
The guard's like, all right. I'm like, no, I was talking to Yorvith.
How'd you get your hands untied? Did he ever have? Did he ever have his hands tied? Maybe it was
thought
like
he
a.
did.
Maybe it was like a slip knot.
The path to peace. Please
The path to peace is.
submit.
No, I was like, oh, there we go. See, that was a good dodge. Nice job, Geralt. The path to peace is strewn with blood. It's like, what?
Only now do I trust you.
Oh, good. Yorvith trusts us. We did it.
Like, so all the guards that were just sitting on the pier just did nothing?
I guess
Like-
so.
I knew you partnered with those hate-mongers, mutant. Think yourself a hero, do you? Sail away, and I'll burn these sluts alive.
Oh, that's right. We didn't.
Our women are prepared to die.
Okay, mate. No. That's right. I guess if we go with Roach, because he said he wants to deal with Larito,
But I'm
we
not
could have
prepared
saved.
to let murder happen. I'm going ashore.
Okay, no, maybe Geralt will save him. Save her, I mean. I'll burn the town down. Wait, Geralt, we need to go with them. They're leaving. How are you going to get to Edirn?
If you pick these choices in the story, like these 6 over the course of time, you just fail the game.
Defeat the guards. Are we seriously going to have to defeat all the guards of Flotsam? Save the elven woman or pursue Larito.
Women wisher.
Dude, You guys are just telling me to save the elven woman. Why are you fighting me now? What's going on?
I don't
maybe
know,
it was that guy that was saying.
They're attacking me, so I'm gonna attack them.
Quick, we must save her.
Can I do anything?
Save the, run around. Oh,
okay, that was not there before. That
maybe we were still in battle,
yeah.
so it didn't pop up. Are you in need of assistance?
Yeah, are
Stop screaming and no.
and tell me what you need. Like, are y'all tied up? No, you're just cowards.
Yeah, they're just.
He's escaped.
Gwynblade! Laredo's calling for reinforcements. We must sail.
Okay.
Free them.
Unbind us.
Oh, they are. Okay, they are actually bound. Their
legs.
Their hands were. Yeah.
Okay.
And if it's a good
Don't all
knot,
elves know how to walk on their hands?
yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, you could still get out of the. I don't know if you could survive the fall because you are 3 stories up.
Well, I think you're gonna fall in water. Maybe.
Right. No. I mean, like, if they couldn't untie themselves or whatnot, to try to like jump over and then survive. I don't know if they would be able to do that. Their hands were not bound.
The fire.
Yeah,
that
he
was
like
close.
Clearly
Geralt.
did not make that.
That was close. You almost landed on land. That would have head first into rocks. Like, oh man, that would
He
hurt.
just jumps out. You see him like and then like roll into the water. Wow, that's great.
Long. If the local folk don't hunt him down, someone else will. It's meaningless. You rescued our women. We are indebted.
I'm curious if Laredo comes back at all.
We'll be even.
In
Say
that
what?
case,
Because Laredo got away.
prepare to set sail.
Well, that's one of the things where I didn't. It's high time. Did you see? Yeah.
And Roach sail out of here all right?
He's fine if that's what you ask. We met and chatted. Imagine that. I wanted him to know that he was only leaving because I let him do so.
There was no like that. That's one of the things. There was no choice there.
This is the talk, I guess.
There was no choice there. Like he just jumped into the river. It wasn't like, oh, leave them to die or.
Well, yeah, it was either go after Laredo or save the elven women.
That choice. Though I guess the way he jumped out, he's like, I'm not going to let murder happen. Okay, now I'm fighting as what's his name? Okay, cool.
Jorvith.
And I have signs. No, I don't have signs. Okay.
Vernon Roach is not very good. He's dead.
The Temerian Special Forces, created by Foltest to combat the Scoia'tael after the First War with Nilfgaard. Veterans, professionals, the best of the best. This is the end, Roach. See these emblems? Temerian lilies, that's all I lacked. I've defeated the commanders of all the special forces in the north. Now I shall unite the Scoia'tael.
Finish what you started.
I shan't kill you, Roach. We Enshe never kill the last specimens of dying breeds. Live on and remember who defeated you. Remember he can do so again. Vafail, Vernon Roach.
You're making a mistake, Jorvith. I will find you.
Now, if what they said in the last episode, Jorvith has been fighting for like a century. He's got way more experience than Roach.
Right.
You know?
That doesn't mean he's untouchable. It just means if he's in a one-on-one fight, he has considerably more experience, like you said.
This is just the beginning.
But even
Even
the greatest
Wish I could be so sure.
strategist in the world can be poisoned. You know, like it's not that that's not what I wish on anyone, but it's like that is one of those things. That's why you have the people you trust around you. You know, but all those paintings on the side just look like skeletons.
The assassin had had his day. Very true. He'd kidnapped Triss Marigold. It seemed like Foltest's life had not been enough. It seemed like the killer also wanted the monarch's former advisor. There was no time to think. It was time to act. Grabbing Geralt, I embarked on a voyage upriver, deeper into the Pontar Valley. If the elves could be believed, it was there that free folk from all around had assembled beneath Vergen's banners to resist the Kedweni invader. I should mention the exceptional individuals who made up my fellowship for this important quest. I usually get nervous around Scoia'tael. I see them as scoundrels and murderers and find their presence outright unwanted. But I must admit I was glad to have the help of Yorvith and his infamous bunch, who could prove highly helpful. Helpful. That's not nice. Highly useful, then.
And here we are.
That's only chapter 2. Sheesh.
Yeah, there's I think there's
29
only,
chapters.
I think there's only 3 chapters.
Yeah. There's 29 chapters. Like, what the heck? Now we're playing as this random guy.
Burnt to ashes in minutes.
I remember the stillness when the news reached Vengerberg. The palace, the streets, the houses, the entire capital cloaked in silence.
The cries were here, every last man. I was somewhere beyond that hill, in the middle of the massacre.
What is your intention, Saskia?
I intend to stop Eden from being sold.
We cannot afford a war with Henselt. We must parley.
Leave issues of war to me, Prince. Concentrate on King Henselt. Yarpen Zigrin claims he's short-tempered. Provoke him to strike, and we'll negotiate once the battle's won.
Same instance. The guards in front of us are just slightly faster, all walking together.
Prince.
Just
They've
weird.
met nothing since the day my peasant force scattered them on the Diffney.
By the good deity Creve, my lord. The girl is a demon incarnate.
Firstly, the girl has a name. Secondly, she's the best commander I have. All others have betrayed me.
She looks right battle-hardened, she does. Creve spoke to me in a dream. I saw a snake-like she-demon devour your heritage.
Silence, Olcan. We near the meeting place.
So you're Prince Stennis, I guess. The girl. I thought the girl was like the
sorceress person?
No, but the girl that Yorvith was talking about that wants to unite everybody and kind of be the queen. But he just said that she's the commander.
We have guests. Welcome, Stennis, son of Demavend. I invite you to join us.
So what was that character
Henselt. You seem at home in Edern.
with dwarves?
You are here, yet I do not recall inviting you.
Felot did so in your stead. I'm here at his behest. I've broken no truces or treaties yet.
Oh, is that so? Mr. Brogan, please escort Count Felot to a secluded spot and remove his troublesome head.
Don't you dare, boy. You're no king. Your father.
My father is dead. The folk still mourn him while you betray his good name and his country.
Your Majesty, I must request your protection. This young man has lost his mind.
Take him away.
Your Majesty, what of our agreement?
I need you no longer, Felot, now Stennis is here.
I think that is the girl that Yorvith was talking
Anyone
about.
else wish to object? Wonderful. To the matter at hand, then.
Well said. I will show you my hand. I've over 200 armed men encamped nearby. And
here's my hand.
Fought for several hours. Another 5,000 battle-hungry lads await on the other bank. What say you to that?
So, yeah, I think that's the girl that Yorvith was talking about. So the reason she's with the dwarves is because they're Scoia'tael, I think. And she also has humans because they're trying to, unite, I think.
In attacking Edern, you would break the provisions of the Peace of Sintra. All the northern kingdoms will be obliged to support me.
None will stand with you.
Radovid of Redania, the Dukes of the South.
You dream, boy. They're not to be counted on. And the treaty, I piss on it as do they. You are alone.
Not entirely.
I'll stay out of this, Saskia.
Well, well, she has a voice. Saskia the Dragon Slayer. You're much prettier than they claim. You'll need to throw in the last 2. Peasants should work the fields, not rebel and burn down the estates of their masters. It's to your advantage to give her up.
I'll not allow it. This land is under my protection. If no one else has the courage to stand up to you, I will. Listen well, King. You have 1 hour to quit Upper Eden with your forces. If you fail to do so, it's war. If but one Kedweni soldier remains on this land 1 minute past the deadline, it's war. You will instruct your heralds to proclaim around and about that you apologize to the people of Eden for this shameful incursion. Otherwise, it's war.
You've got balls, woman. My soldiers would call me a coward. Or a madman. I am Henselt of Ad Caraig. I'll not run from a woman, even a dragon slayer. That apart, you're a pretty fetching lass. I want this land. I want its gold. And I want you, dragon slayer. Grab them!
Fight!
Then my character, like, so now who's bad? Because like I really don't even know who my guys are.
Seriously, whoever the
Are you fighting me? You are fighting me. Okay, guys with shields are bad.
Yeah, it's whoever it's locking onto. You can't attack your. Can you fight Dimothin? The guy on the. Oh no, he teleports away, and so does Sheila, of course. Cowards, cowards, the lot of them. Is the king still around?
I don't know. This is where Ard comes in handy.
Oh, that's King. Are we really gonna? Oh no, it's probably gonna go into a cutscene.
Which is a weird loading screen. Okay, that's why.
Oh, like my eyes.
Stop! Stop in the name of Kriv, Freyr, and Militale!
What was that whole slow motion thing for?
I don't know.
Maybe he was just like, I'm gonna kill him. I don't know. If you got a hit in the face, you look pretty well for that. Is it something to do with the priest's blood or something?
Where's Saskia? Where's the rest of the people?
Unless they were teleported away by people. I don't know.
Hey! By the milk of Mother Creatrix's tits, Geralt of Rivia! And of the best company to boot.
Yarpen Zigrin!
It's been years, you old prick. It's great to see you in good health. Geralt, staring as if you've seen a ghost. Muster up a hug for an old friend. Geralt's head's not exactly on straight. Ha! Meaning you truly did in Foltest. Fine by me. Foltest was a ploughing niggard and a niggardly plougher. You did right, Geralt.
Not the point. Geralt's lost his memory.
And I didn't kill Foltest.
Right. What's the difference? Someone did. Well, we've bigger problems now.
Where's Saskia?
Oh, aye. Why is this butcher here?
I've come with 100 archers, the best in the world. We're here to aid your cause.
Well, you'll need to wait. Saskia and Prince Penis, rather Skinnis, went off to parley with Henselt. Me and the boys are waiting in case something goes wrong.
I think something has gone dramatically wrong. I think something has gone wrong.
The sun's gone dark. Call the sorceress!
Come, Geralt.
I feel like they could add music to let me know what I'm supposed to be feeling.
Yeah, seriously.
Because it's just like
weird without any music.
I'm like, is this mysterious? Is it dramatic? Is it sad? Like, that's why you do that, because it's hard to kind of tell what's going on some of the time.
Uh-oh.
She killed him!
I know.
She killed... See?
Seriously.
Okay. These are like undead things. Is that, are these even things in The Witcher? Like, that doesn't seem...
They're like...
Get Saskia! She will die!
So, oh yeah, protect Saskia from the Wraiths.
Okay, they just have armor or whatever. Yeah, come on, go.
Is that like Yorvith's like battle cry? Every time he just yells Scoia'tael?
Yeah, I guess.
But what if he doesn't hold it out that long? He's like, Scoia'tael! Did they like, was that the signal, or was he just talking about Scoia'tael? I don't know.
Well, I always find it funny in movies or whatever when the king or character or whatever is like, do this when I give the signal, but then they don't ever discuss what the signal is, and the person tries to make it obvious, but then it's like, was that the signal? I just missed it. You know, like that's not a good idea.
You guys need to get out of there. They just keep coming back. Gandalf!
That's what I thought of too.
Just finish him off. Saskia, no.
Philippa, she'll show us the way.
Oh, Philippa did that. Okay. That's kind of cool.
Silver harms them. I'll cover you.
You know, it would have been kind of cool if Philippa could have, you know, like actually showed up. Actually, no, the owl is doing something. Like if they get too close, it zaps them. Okay, now you have to kill like those wraiths things that are
draining her. Or something.
Yes. You have to attack them. Who are we? The Israelites? Are we going to be in this for 40 years? Yeah. Like, come on, let's go.
Let's go already.
Finally out of that mist, pretty much.
Go.
Come on, Owl, let's get into the blue-green mist stuff. Alright.
That was what, like 15 minutes or maybe 10 minutes?
I don't know, maybe.
Something like that. But just kind of slowly moving through a battlefield. Hey, he's fine. He's fine now.
Yeah, no, like, how is he just okay?
That dwarf is a very powerful sorceress.
Dwarf is Philippa?
It's a very powerful sorceress.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, the dwarf is? Wait, what?
Flying through fog. Saskia, are you all right?
It's just a flesh wound. You and the Witcher, we owe you our lives.
I'm here to protect you. And you, Witcher?
I'm after a Kingslayer who kidnapped Triss Merigold.
And brought her here?
Is this an interrogation?
There are warrants on your head in Temeria, Kedwin, and Redania, and I'm responsible for Saskia's safety.
That's enough, Philippa. You told me yourself you thought him innocent.
Saskia, folk are riled. First the sun went out, then the squirrels arrived, now this fog. It's too much for the common folk.
True. Summon all the commanders to the meeting hall. Yorveth, give me some time. I must prepare them for your arrival. Witcher, Philippa, you must be there too. I wish to hear what we can expect from this anomaly and how we might be rid of it. Worry not, Yarpen. The legendary White Wolf and the equally famous Philippa Eilhart should have a remedy for several hundred rabid wraiths.
So, that's her title, the equally famous.
Yeah.
So, depending on who's introduced beforehand,
the White Wolf Geralt and the pretty good sorceress Philippa. Yeah.
Cecil, the gates are to remain shut until we're done. You'll answer with your beard if they open for any reason.
Welcome to Vergen, Witcher. I'm Cecil. Burden, the alderman.
Geralt of Rivia.
We've got a spare room at the inn. It's not much, but at least you'll have a roof over your head and a solid bed neath your ass.
Thanks, I could use that.
Scoia'tael, show Master Geralt to his quarters, and visit Reverend Alkin's chambers on your way back to inform everyone that he has departed.
That is, that he died a hero, slain by the invaders.
Exactly. You see, Master Witcher? He's young but clever. We'll make a real dwarf out of him yet.
Wait, who died?
Someone, I don't know. I mean, he was like, go see blank and tell him that he has departed.
Follow Scoia'tael, then go to the War Council. Okay, so he's probably going to take us to our
room.
Yeah, our room.
The inn. No, I was going to say, yeah, so like her title just says the equally famous Philippa, so it's like, whoever's before her, that's her now current level of fame or whatever. So it's like we welcome the local postman and the equally famous Philippa. And you're like,
yeah.
So she's just local? No, she's done quite a bit for this nation, actually.
Yeah.
So equally famous to the postman. Well, she is.
Look,
she's equally famous, but then more so. Like, sort of. I guess it doesn't work that way, but she's more famous.
Keep following home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to the Emperor of the world. You know,
and
this person, and the equally famous. Like, wow.
Philippa was like, man, today is going to be a great day. This is cool. I like the architecture. It's all like made out of stone, pretty much, and
you're leading me.
This feels more like a dwarven city.
Yeah, you're leading me. I'm not. You know, why is the elf Why is the dwarf faster than me walking? I have much longer legs.
Okay, which dwarf? Okay,
he's not leading. He goes to the your room is upstairs. Thank you. Which one?
This shall be your chamber, Witcher.
Oh.
They say Selkirk of Geralt himself slept in this bed before battle. Didn't bring him any luck, but at least he was well rested before he died. Need anything else? Thanks, Scoia'tael.
Cool. Can we... Is that what he slept on? It looks like
yeah,
looks like
a mattress.
Stone. Is that a mattress?
Maybe not. Could have just been a...
Is there anything in the chest? No, it doesn't look like it. It's not. All right. Well, now to the War Council.
So what was the point of walking to this room then? If there's nothing in there, you can't rest?
It's just showing us where our room is.
It just seems funny. Like, what I would have done is just like, okay, I'll go to the War Council, then teleport you to your room, and then you can find out where it is by going out of it. You know? That'd be my thought. Actually, am I going out?
To the work? Probably. Yes. Here we are.
You missed quite a scrap, gentlemen, and an opportunity to slay a monarch. There was a struggle and the prince was wounded.
You've all seen the magical phenomenon covering the battlefield. For any who still have doubts, this is no mundane mist, nor a petty fairground illusion. Most likely, we're up against a blood curse, an old and powerful spell. We do not know who cast it or why. For now, I have one piece of good news and several pieces of bad news.
I saved 15%
is that Henselt and his army
No.
have been halted for the time being.
And the bad news?
The mist will grow. It may even engulf Vergen. Furthermore, wraiths may emerge from it.
Can they be made penitent? With an axe to the head?
In theory, yes. But I would suggest putting your faith in a silver weapon. Furthermore, the ghosts will weaken as they move away from the mist.
Is there any way to drive it off? Exorcise it?
A question for myself and Geralt of Rivia.
The Kingslayer?
Contrary to what old women at the wells say, he did not, in fact, slay any kings.
Of course he didn't. Wouldn't hurt a fly, that one. Look at his eyes. You'll see he's the sensitive kind.
Whatever you may see in his eyes, few know more about lifting curses. Gentlemen, I do not require you to understand this phenomenon, but there are a few rules I insist you must follow.
Here we go.
No one is
When
to
you're
approach the mist.
inside, be
It is
sure to
mortally
take your shoes
dangerous.
off. I don't want mud tracked around on my
We need to learn
carpet.
the story of the battle.
Like,
For this, I especially count on the aid of Mr. Cecil Burden.
At your service, my lady.
Thank you. To lift the curse, we require some objects symbolic of the war. Ones belonging to those who perished here 3 years past.
Pugh. More scrap iron from that massacre lying about than lice in Cecil's beard. I thought curses were best handled with...
Please leave the thinking to me, Mr. Zigrin, and I'd gladly hear less from you from now on. The objects must be magically active and strictly linked to the ghosts of the fallen. That is all.
Let me be clear. You're all to aid Philippa and the Witcher. What are you grumbling about now, Yarpen?
It's something in my gullet.
Take a swig of wine. Now, to worldly matters. How many are we?
Saskia, you know well...
How many?
We dwarves are near 200, but don't judge us by our number.
1,000 peasants will come, though you'll get no precise count.
My lords?
53 knights and another 200 armed men. Not enough.
Henselt leads 5,000, 5 to 1 against us. What think you of that?
We are few, they are many, but we have our walls, low though they be. If we had archers, who knows?
Oh, for a regiment of heavy arbalists from Lyria.
We have something better. Yorvith's elves. Scoia'tael.
it's like very awkward with no music.
Mm-hmm.
And no voices.
Gentlemen, I give
That
you
was weird.
Yorvith.
What do you seek here, murderer?
100 of the North's best archers await your orders, Dragon Slayer.
You wished for archers? Here they are. I take no pleasure in fraternizing with elves, but even a shit-coated stick can be a weapon. He burned down the villages of many in my horde.
The free peasantry is one thing, but a criminal
two
with a
twins?
price on his head in all the northern realms? This is too much.
Saskia, say the word and we'll depart.
Hear me out. Yorvith came to fight for me. I trust him, and I know that he'll stay the course. Just like each of you.
How could you know that? He's an elf. Treason runs in his veins.
He's been fighting humans for a century.
But for the first time in scores of years, his fight makes sense. The Scoia'tael know no peace. They've died for Nilfgaard, for the Valley of the Flowers, in vain. They've been betrayed and cheated. Now they have a new goal. The Pontar Valley could be the first state where no man would have to fear elven arrows when venturing beyond city walls. And elves and dwarves wouldn't live in ghettos or on reservations. First, however, we have a battle to win. You know who we're up against. It's a splendid army, brave and well led. They cannot be scared off or routed. They have to be killed. I want Yorvith to sit at the same table as we do. I want him to kill Cadwenny for us. And I assure you that he'll do so with a smile, if only you let him.
If I'm to see a smile on that skinny face, I'm in. Yorvith stays.
Bloody hell. Father's turning in his grave, but a must's a must. I say aye.
Nay. You killed my men, elf. Remember them?
If I hadn't killed them, they'd have killed me.
All right. For the sake of better times, and for Kedwin's doom, aye!
Down with the sons of bitches! Cheers!
Everyone didn't vote.
Yeah, no. So there was 4 ayes and 1 nay.
That's probably just the majority.
Yeah. But I wonder if the prince is going to be a problem. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh, gosh.
Didn't I just say something about everyone being able to be poisoned?
Poison! She's dying.
Oh, great.
Take her somewhere safe and guard her with your lives. I'll gather what I need and join you soon.
I'll place my best warriors on watch.
Quickly, lads! A litter!
I brought pen and ink. No. A litter, not a letter, you imbecile. Get out of here.
Yeah.
No. Guy walks over with a writing desk.
She ceased casting spells.
Comes out, she's like, "It's a boy." Like, wait, I thought she was dying.
She's holding a newborn baby. You're like,
is she alive?
What is going on here?
I've slowed her life functions as far as possible. Her condition is stable.
You heal her. What was the poison?
Do you know the poison?
Thaumadur, commonly known as mage pain. It has a terrible reputation.
An antidote must exist.
What can we do?
Treatment will require herbs, magic, and blood.
Not ordinary blood, I presume.
Correct. We require royal blood.
We could use Letho right now.
The nearest king is on the other side of the Mist of Wraiths.
You misunderstood me. It need not be the blood of a ruling monarch. It is the genotype contained in royal blood that is required. Kings issue from ancient dynasties. Over the ages, to survive, rulers needed exceptional resistance and strength. As royal dynasties rarely admit common blood, the strength of their genes remains great. I shall employ self-healing genetic therapy that will teach Saskia's body how to rid itself of the poison.
You'll have her drink human blood.
No, I shall inject it directly into her heart.
What kind of herbs are we talking about?
I'll need a subterranean variety of purple foxglove, known to the dwarves as the Immortelle, and an elven rose of remembrance.
Where will we find immortelles?
They grow deep beneath the earth, which should not be a problem as Vergen lies on top of a mine.
How will they help Saskia?
Mage pain wreaks havoc in internal tissues. The Immortelle will help restore them.
Triss had a rose of remembrance. She claimed the flowers are exceptional.
Long ago, the Enshe who succeeded in cultivating the roses enjoyed great respect.
Times have changed.
As have elves.
There are no elven gardens nearby. We must return to Flotsam.
Triss has a rose of remembrance from Flotsam. It's her we need to find.
Which would be easier? That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah.
What else do you need to heal Saskia?
Thaumadur is a self-perpetuating substance. Any incursion into a cluster of poisoned cells causes an immediate chain reaction. Each tainted cell that is removed is replaced by 10 new tainted cells. To interrupt this reaction, I'll need an ungodly amount of the power. A water or air genie, or one of the 20 legendary rings of power would be best.
One to bring them all and in the darkness bind them.
Ah, Lord of the
I'll
Rings.
have to run barefooted to the top of a volcano.
All right. Let's forget the rings. I need a
That's
vast
cool. I
quantity
like
of
that
power,
reference.
no matter the source. Find something.
An immortelle, a rose of remembrance, royal blood and magic sounds like a fairy tale.
A poor one at that. No prince's kiss to top things off.
I wish it were a fairy tale, especially a poor one, as a happy ending would then be inevitable. May I count on your help, Geralt?
You may. What about the Battle of Wraiths?
I must first see if the spells keeping Saskia alive are in order. Then we'll consider how best to send the spectres to their rest. Actually, you could tend to that yourself. Ask the locals about the battle. Maybe you'll learn something.
In that case, I shall search for the poisoner.
Only Philippa Eilhart may enter.
Find Zoltan at the inn.
All right, man. We got a bunch of stuff to do. Like, we just arrive here and the champion of the people gets poisoned.
And then it was like, you must, cutscene.
People of Vergen, we have a magical mist full of ghosts just outside our walls, so you'd better think twice before entering it. The mist, may the plague take it, threatens all manner of creatures. So anyone headed to the quarries or walking through the gullies...
Yeah, we've got quite a lot to do, and we will do that next time, guys. If you are new here, you can click right down there to subscribe, and we will see everybody in the next episode. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and be blessed.